Well, he bataka make. But Jayden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
What you talking about is Jayden place. See me up to the time, you know, a cartel. I represent for Jayden Chase. We spray them face when the AK raise. See me up to the time, you know, the Gaza station.
No, this is not just an album. This is an experience. Vybz Kartel X-rated, available worldwide on all digital platforms. Make sure you support good music. Vybz Kartel and Sharp Bass Music presents. You know the something go. Stream, view, support. Yeah, man, move settings, viewers and subscribers. And we no need no ladder. Gaza Nation, when you find the Gaza station, welcome to the channel, Jayden Chase. And yes, we are bringing another new and yes, exciting reason for the topic of dancehall and entertainment. Remember, man, remind you now, but click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and also leave a like, a comment, and yes, bust a share on the blog in truth. Now, viewers and subscribers, this is clearly an outrage. Owen Irving, the 55-year-old resident of Hampton, St. James, who took the life of Tamara Geddes on instructions from her sister. Yes, on instructions from her sister, was sentenced. Now, despite the amount of evidence gathered and her sister's statement saying she contracted the individual to perpetrate the act, viewers and subscribers, he was only sentenced to 20 years, while Vybz Kartel was sentenced to life for something the state did not prove. Now, in addition to that, Tashana Young, who I'm not sure if she's the common law girlfriend or wife of Owen Irving, was also sentenced. Now, she pled guilty to conspiracy and was ordered to serve only 4 years. He, being guilty of the same conspiracy, also got an additional 5-year sentence on that as well. Now, viewers and subscribers, if this is not clear proof of the trial conspiracy, the evidence conspiracy, and also the sentence conspiracy, then I do not know what is. There was never any proof that Vybz Kartel and the co-accused committed any act or any evidence to suggest that fact. Now, the JCF are saying, after months of coordinated investigations across Trelawney, St. James, and Westmoreland, and also the corporate area, it led the detectives to arresting and charging her, Tamara Geddes' sister and her 2 daughters, meaning say they made have everything where them need. When them go sabum and gather where them gather, them say yes, this is it. And this was the sentence handed out. Her sister was also sentenced to only 20 years as well. While in Vybz Kartel's case, they made have fear make for them own evidence disappear because of them say them want the phone to test it. Then after them test it, boom, evidence lost. And them have the phone and I use the phone. There was never any forensics, so them couldn't go that route there. The witness statement that changed every time them talk to him, so that was unreliable. And still, we see the ruling where them find a way to hand out. Only one individual remains in the case, and they are saying that it is because of his lack of legal representation. An individual called Nut was freed this year when he appeared in court due to insufficient evidence to mount a viable case against him in court, which should have been the situation in Vybz Kartel's case. Their evidence was insufficient. The case was not viable, but yet still it was pushed. Some would say yes, justice has been served. We're not sure. We're not sure the parents feel if they are still about. Remember, this was a case of sister against sister. Not a good look. So, regardless of the outcome in court, family members are always feel shook, even by the thought of what take place over where it look like land and property and bad mind. Something we're active on the ground. Recently we hear people are talk about even Dante's sentence. And the facts, yo, the amount of time where them give him for possession, for illegal possession, that is. They must say, yo, them clearly make an example out of the youth. And despite what people had to say, you see him daughter found out, Mov daughter that is, the Dante's sister, and defend her pops, which was surprising to many. You know what I mean? But as you know, a family settings that, and a loyalty over, you know something go, a family that. So we'd expect nothing less than fear or say, alright, you know what I mean? What take place. Then we're gonna appeal it, and you know, our best wishes for our little brother. And you know, our old man will always be our old man. She can't change him. She can't run to Walmart or Mega Mart and grab a new old man. You know what I mean? Or that. So she gonna support him regardless. It was not surprising when you look upon it from that standpoint. You know what I mean? She was just a daughter being a daughter. But for many, they must see how like a mob situation they stumble upon him youth. Being that, you know, either him take it upon himself, it was presented, however the case be, or if I just blame the authorities that look somebody for blame. We still don't know, but the ruling is out. In this case, viewers and subscribers, people are saying no. Them can't believe even after the amount of evidence with them say we carry them across 3 different parishes, St. Andrew, St. James, Westmoreland, and the individual only received 20 years for the act, while they give an individual life for something where you couldn't prove. There was no evidence to even suggest what one say take place. The place where they must say take place, viewers and subscribers, there was no evidence there. When the forensics got it not dead, and them still the Vybz Kartel life. No, this is clearly something wrong with the sentence in here. And some people say this, and yes I know. After pleading guilty, the court will say, because you did not waste the court's time to finance a trial, then based on that fact, they will take off some years. Because you know, judge have to get paid. Everybody have to get paid. You know what I mean? Except maybe the jurors. I think that's a civil duty. But everybody else get paid. You know what I mean? So you know that's something like that. So they must say when you make them now have to spend that money there, then them take off something. But the sentence when them people get for them conspiracy, as opposed to say other individuals get when them lay charges of conspiracy against them. Yo, we have to say something strange. This no look normal. You know what I mean? As I say, Dante case fresh in the minds of people. So people are saying, alright, here's a case so we can look on as well. Remember, these are just accusations. Talk to me. Tell me how you feel. You know what I mean? Sister 20 years. Owen get 20 years. Remember, she's both. As I said, she hired the individual to commit this act. It premeditated on the two of them side. I mean, the act was committed. Then them try to cover it up. Whole heap of things take place. And when them gather the evidence against them, decide, say, alright, them cornered, and them go plead guilty. There was never any evidence to corner Vybz Kartel and Squad for them plead guilty because they're innocent. That is the difference. And it's almost like you're saying that, alright, if you feel like you're innocent, you will feel the full weight of the justice system. So you should give up your innocence then. That's what them basically are trying to say. This is an outrage, viewers and subscribers, and we are, in truth and in fact, within our right to feel outraged hearing the amount of years these individuals have received for an act of this nature, as opposed to Vybz Kartel and his co-accused and the time that they received. Vice the one called Jayden Chase, the dancehall correspondent, the Gaza representative, and reminding you know if you're new to the channel, new to the movement, just a pass through, but you like the reason and of course you like the point of view, well I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon right after that and put it on all, and this is how you know we'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here upon the platform. Yeah man, the like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. Tell a friend for check out your channel, check out the reason, join the discussion, comment section up 24/7. It never lack yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines, but other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. And as I said before, we can continue reasoning via the comment section. Yeah man, now move settings fam, and no, we don't need a ladder. And my sentiments for you and yours is of course we wanna live, love, and yes, prosper until we reason again. You know the something go out, move settings.